Happy New Year's. Welcome to being MsDiva. I'm here to be an encouragement, to be a lifter up, to be there for that single woman that may be going through an abusive relationship. And I want to tell you my journey and how I got out and how I am doing now. So listen and be encouraged. God bless you. Hello, welcome. I want to talk about, I know I spoke about choosing your words. Be careful what you speak out of your mouth. Make sure you're speaking positive words and not negative words because words build you or words can tear you down. Um, Sometimes you need to just take time and uh, be still, be quiet, listen to some soothing music, um, read a good book, read the Bible, choose a scripture to read and read that scripture, meditate on that scripture, take notes down about that scripture, find a scripture that is uplifting, um, speaking to your situation. Um, if you need a healing, search out scriptures that's dealing with healing emotionally, physically, whatever healing need. Look up that scripture and meditate on that scripture. And once you read that scripture and meditate on that scripture, speak that scripture daily. If you read Psalms 23, though I walk through the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Meditate on those words, think about those words, rehearse those words, because, like I said, coming out of abusive situation, you need to replace that abuse that you went through with positive. And that takes time and patience with yourself. Um, you have to have confidence in yourself, confidence in God's love to be able to survive because you're going to have those bad days. You're going to have those disappointing days. You're going to have those days where it just hurts so bad, and you're going to have those days where you question everything you do, everything you think, everything somebody says, how they say it, when they say it, how often they say it. That's why it's best to get around someone who will lift you up, not tear you down. Um, get that friend that you could depend on, that you could call and say, "I just need you just to listen. I just want to say some things, and can you just listen? I want to, talk about some things." Do that. Don't always keep to yourself in the house, closed up, because when you're doing that, you're allowing things to come in your mind, your past to come forward, and you need to get out and thank God for a new day, the sun. If it's raining, well, thank the Lord for the rain. Always have a thankfulness about things. That's how you can start accomplishing a change within yourself. If you start thanking God for the day, the rain, the snow, you know, try not to complain because you get into a complaining mood, nothing's going to work out that day. You're going to always, once you start complaining, you're going to start rehearsing something that you went through. Even though you had made one of your goals and one of your steps, you finished that step, and then you want to start another step, and you you want to make sure that you finish the first one. The first one is completely completed, and that you know that you have passed it. You know that you have passed a test when you can get up. Like, say that you um, have to start building yourself up, encouraging yourself, telling yourself, you're okay, you're going to be okay. You're pretty, you're beautiful, you are somebody. And you have accomplished that step where you can get up and say, "Oh, I am somebody. Oh, yes. Lord, I thank you. I am somebody." Get up and look in the mirror and say, "You're going to have a good day today. I am somebody." So once you realize you can say that and not struggle with them words just flow out of your mouth. I am somebody. I am beautiful. You have passed that test because you're used to hearing you are nobody, you are not pretty, you're ugly. You have heard that so often, but once you get past that test, you pass it because you could get up right away and say, "Oh, I'm somebody. Lord, thank you. I'm beautiful." You can look in the mirror and say, You're beautiful. You're gonna have a good day. You're good." You know that their goal has been passed. Then you sit down after you manage that goal. You sit down and you look at that other goal. Maybe it's a goal to um, eat right. Let's just say that, stop eating a lot of junk. Um, and if you're used to eating junk and it becomes a habit, habits are easy to form. Some of them are hard to break. So you have to get to where you got to change. Say you ate sweets a lot. So you have to get to the point, you have to take that step where I'm not going to eat. Say that your habit was chocolate and you had chocolate from the time you woke up, you went to the store, you bought chocolate bars. So you got to get away from that. Baby steps to stop eating chocolate if that's a goal that you have. Say that when you was in this abusive relationship, to make yourself happy, you ate candy, chocolate, you ate stuff, and you were happy. That you were being fulfilled, even though it wasn't the right fulfillment, but you felt comfortable because you was eating that candy or whatever you was eating to get a little satisfaction, so to say. And so that became a habit. Or um, say you would get up and first thing you would do is um, start telling yourself off. That's a habit. You got to break that. So getting out of abusive relationship does not, once you leave it, does not mean everything is solved. Everything's going to be a bed of roses and no more. I'm finally left this man and I'm going to be happy. Yay, yay, yay. Everything is working in my behalf. I'm good for a while. But then it creeps back in. You'll say something or you think something and start thinking about, hmm. And then the first goal that you set and you surpassed it, you know, you almost fall back into that guilt. Well, maybe I'm not as happy, and then you got to catch yourself right away and stop it and say, "Oh no, I'm happy." This here goal right here is already completed. This next goal is what I got to do. This next goal, I got to make steps to come forth and get out of it, to put that behind me and say, okay, I made it. I'm come forward from another goal. I'm going forth. So you have to do that. You have to tell yourself, I will do it. I'm going to do it. Don't stay, don't stay in that frame of mind that I'm not going, it's not going, ain't no sense me going doing these steps. Ain't no sense me, cause I'm not going to get better. It's not going to be any better. I must be the same person I was when I'm not going to get any better. Don't go there. Because if you go there, you got to put that on your list of, oh, I got to bring myself out of this. Don't start dragging yourself down because you may have, fell down. Don't stay down there. Don't drag yourself. Get up. Do something. Start a project. If you know how to knit or sew or draw or whatever, start a project to keep yourself busy so that you won't keep falling back into depression. It's going to happen. You're going to have days where you're down and you're depressed, but pick yourself up. Encourage yourself. Tell yourself it's okay. It's going to be all right. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be all right. And stop taking things so personally. Don't try to be somebody else. Well, I know such and such did this and I'm going to do that. Be yourself. Find yourself. Do what pleases you. Don't say, if I was like that individual, they look so happy. They look like they just having so. You don't know. You don't know what's going on in their life. So don't compare yourself with other women. Don't do that. Seek you. Search for you. Find you. Build you up. And don't compare yourself with nobody else. Don't say, if I was just like her, or if I would. Don't do that. Don't compare yourself with another woman saying, if only I could be, if only I look. Don't do that, because that's not you. That's her. Don't try to put on her clothing, because it's not going to fit. Don't try to act like her, walk like her, talk like her, because it's not going to fit. That's not your makeup. Your makeup is you, not another woman. Your makeup is you, building you, setting you up, not wanting or desiring to be like another woman. Do you. Build you up. Tell yourself that you are somebody. Be an encourager of yourself. Encourage yourself. Talk to yourself. There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself, saying, I'm gonna have, today is gonna be a good day. I'm gonna have a good day. And be determined to have that good day. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Just learn from them. Learn from the mistake you made. Learn from it and say, okay, I made that mistake. I'm going to get back up, dust myself off, and do it again. And in time, things will start working and you'll start going towards another goal and taking another step for that goal, remember every goal that you're taking, every step you're taking, you got to go through this tunnel because that abusive situation, you were in a dark place. And so this tunnel, you got to, once you get, you're traveling towards that goal, keep looking straight ahead to that light. That's where that goal is, that light. Keep your eyes on that light. Set your eyes on that light. That's your goal. That's your deliverance. That's your healing. That's your way. Keep going forward. Don't give up. Don't give in. Keep going forward. You may fall down, slip, get up right away. This is a daily process. This is not an hour and then it's finished. You made it. This is a daily. Daily, you're taking steps towards that goal, to reach that goal that you have written down, to keep going up that ladder, because you need to get to the top of the ladder where you can just shout and say, I made it. Thank God I made it. Oh Lord, I thank you. Thank you for helping me. And then you can help somebody else that's struggling with what you struggle with. You could help a young lady if she's struggling with what you have already accomplished and you made it through. You could help her with that. And then you help her, and then somebody come along and help you. And then that woman that young lady or woman that you helped, she can in return help somebody else. It's like a continuous line that you want to keep it going straight. So you get out of one of your goals, you accomplish one of your goals, and then there's a woman over here that needs to hear that somebody went through what she's going through at that time, and you can help her go through that struggle that she's going through, and then you'll be able to say, well, I did it. I helped somebody. Now I got to go through this other goal because I want to help somebody else. It's like when you're making a cake. You need all the ingredients for it to become a cake. If you leave out one ingredient, it's not going to work right. It's not going to do right. So make that decision that I'm doing this to help somebody else. Somebody else, some other woman has went through or is going through what I've been through, and I'm going to be able to help her get through that. So I am going to make it through because somebody is waiting on me. And that's how I had to tell myself. Somebody, some young woman, some lady, some single woman is waiting on me. So I got to get through this so I can help them. And that's why I can say I can help you through, because I've been there. And I just want to be a blessing. I just want to be an encouragement to another single individual to let you know I understand. So I pray I said something to help you out today. Thank you for listening. Have a blessed day. And remember, you can make it. You'll get through it. Thank you.